It's time for Komets Hockey.
My Komets on my TV.
My Komets on my TV is presented by Parkview Sports Medicine.
All right, that was the national anthem here from Las Vegas as we are moments away from getting the second of three straight games between the Komets and Wranglers. Makarov in between the pipes for the K's. We are moments away from getting things started here from the Orleans Arena. Tommy Schegler on the call here from Vegas. And King battles, and right away we get a dropping of the gloves. Going to be Kaylee Schrock and Alexander Mentink. We're just talking about Mentink. And here is Schrocky, right hand after right hand. Mentink has not thrown one punch in this thing yet. And now he gets a couple of right hands in, and Schrocky takes him down. So 3 seconds into the game, the gloves drop off. Kaylee Schrock, as well as Alexander Mentink, going to take some time in the box. Let's go over some of the keys to the game as Gary Graham laid them out for us. Told us one of the main things the guys talked about today in the pregame skate was being better in the neutral zone. When the Komets are playing at their best, they're forcing turnovers and causing the opponent to dump the puck in. They're not allowing the opponents to just carry it over the blue line. And Graham did not think that the K's did a very good job of that in the third period last night. So he wants to see better neutral zone play. As for the power play, as a shot is sailed high by Cook over Makarov. As for the power play, traffic in front, really something that Graham has been talking with the guys a lot about. Wants to see more traffic in front on the power play. Really wants to simplify the power play. Kind of take a more workman's-like approach. Quit trying to be so pretty. Kind of go back to the nuts and bolts of the basic scheme of the power play. And then finally, he did think that the faceoffs were better last night. However, really have to win faceoffs in their own zone and when they're on the power play. A number of power play faceoffs last night that the K's were unable to get a hold of, and that really allowed the Wranglers to kill off several penalties there in that third period, and Graham wants to see a better effort from that standpoint. First minute or so of play here from Las Vegas. Game 2 of a 3-game set between these two squads. Game 1 taken last night by the Komets. 5th straight loss for Las Vegas last night, so you got to think that they are going to come out early and really be fired up to try to get this thing moving back in the right direction. Fanucci dumps it into the zone, and swiping it out of the air was Coyle with his glove. K's are able to clear the puck. Tozzolino sends one in from center ice. Bounces off the backboards. Out in front. Here comes Pokovich. Pokovich, I should say. Pokovich loses it. Bad pass. Entering into the zone now, Marino. Cook takes it away, and here come the Wranglers. Speeding down to the other end, but an icing is going to be called. We will head back in the other direction. I'll remind everybody, you are watching a scoreboard feed from live here in the Orleans Arena. So you will see things up on the screen like that graphic that you just saw there that are a little different than what you would expect on a normal broadcast, but that is the arrangement that we have made with the America One Network, who provides the internet feed that we are using in order to be able to bring you Komet hockey on the road But as you see that, just note that that's what's going on there. No score early portions of the first period. Tristan King as Gates grabs it behind the net, and the Komets unable to clear. And this Matt Furman with it. And a turnover and a whistle. And a high stick called, and that is going to be a penalty. Heading into the box is Cody Purvis. High stick. So it's going to be a Rock Bottom Inc. power play for the Komets. Rock Bottom Inc. Your answer for customers who consider the environmental and economic benefits of working with a local remanufactured ink cartridge retailer. Learn more, check them out at rockbottominc.com or give them a call, 260-748-0636. Komets on the power play. We will see how the couple of things that Gary Graham wanted to see improve. One was getting better traffic in front, also being better on power play face-offs. See how that works out here as Mickey Lang works with it. Check that John Dunbar. Now Fleming walking in and covering up quickly is Fullerton. Fleming right into the slot, but really couldn't get up and underneath it to get a good shot sent on net. Fullerton wisely covers up. Minute 13 left on the power play. 16:26 left in the first period. This is Mike Vaskivuo. Centering feed, no one home, and able to throw it all the way down to the other end is Vegas. Once again, just like last night, number of orange jerseys scattered about. Vaskivuo in the near corner. Begins the cycle with Marino. They fight for it in the corner. Here's Lang walking in front. Fullerton down and covering up. Deflects off the side of the net. There's Vask. To the right point. Tuzzolino swings it to the left point. Coyle cross-ice pass into the corner. Vaskivuo can't handle, but Marino's got a man in front. Lang misses on the one-timer in front. That could have been a prime opportunity. 18, and back behind, rebound is there, loose puck in front, scramble, and the K's can't get it to go. Here's Coyle in front again, Fullerton sprawled out, and he's back in his crease, but he's lost his stick. Komets with a great opportunity here. Coyle in front, rebound in front, and Cook is able to clear, and the power play ends. But some fantastic opportunities on the power play early for the Komets. Offside is called. As you take a look at the replay, a number of chances in front as both Lang and Vaskivuo were camped out in front. That puck was loose. And then another flurry of shots after Fullerton had lost his stick. Fight for it on the near side here, or on the far side, I should say. K's get it. Zidlowski, and then a shot in front by King, but the net comes off the moorings. And the K's are definitely lobbying that shot went in. It will head, though, outside of the Wranglers zone for the faceoff. No goal. As that was another great opportunity for the Komets as King was driving to the net in front, but the puck, or the goal, I should say, came off of the moorings. All right, back to live action. And here come the Wranglers trying to get something going. Only one shot on goal so far. Makarov had no problem with that one. Dumping it in is Hartman, and the K's will roll a change. And playing it with the high stick, a whistle comes. We're going to get a face-off down in the Comet zone. Want to remind everybody, our great title sponsor of all these Comet games here on MyTV Fort Wayne is Parkview Sports Medicine. PSM is a collaboration between Sport One Orthopedics, AWP Sports Training, Parkview Athletic Rehabilitation, and Parkview Physicians Group. Also included in the PSM reach are affiliated physicians, therapists, trainers, businesses, sports facilities, teams, and families. Partnerships have been developed with the Plex, Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, Fort Wayne Tin Caps, Spiece Fieldhouse, and the Diamond. We thank Parkview Sports Medicine for being our great title sponsor of My Komets on MyTV. 13:50 left to go in the first period. The K's with some great opportunities in the first 6.5 minutes, but unable to get anything by Travis Fullerton, and we remain scoreless. Here's Rob Quitt swinging it over to the captain, to Zelino. Fleming walking in. He sends one that goes over the crossbar. Dunbar keeps it in. Fleming working with it. Komets doing a great job of pressuring, not allowing the Wranglers to get out of their zone. Here's Cook. Cook with it wide open, centering feed, set up in the slot was Mentink, but he couldn't get any wood on the shot. Here comes Brandon Marino, no numbers, but a trailing man is Vaskivuo. Vaskivuo working on the defender. Centering feed in front, and Marino couldn't handle the pass in the slot. There's Vaskivuo bringing it in. Trailers Marino, back to Vaskivuo. Two-man game. Marino lost an edge, so K's trying to set up shop a little bit. Man in front was Marino. Lang's pass deflected. Here comes Las Vegas. Coburn sends it in. Funny bounce off the corner. Makarov had the shot go wide. That was a bad break, as streaking in and driving to the net was Joel Sethwhite after that funny bounce. Luckily, the shot went wide. Del Grosso taking down Tristan King. Wranglers trying to set the tone here. They have got to get a win. Need one in a bad way. Jeff Irwin being pretty physical with Kaylee Schrock behind the play. 11:30 to go in the first period. Here's King, centering feed. Zidlowski working with it. Back down to King. Three on two. Makarov, backhand shot, blocked away with his stick. Another big behind the play check. Is a lot of back checking going on right now for both squads. And offsides, Fort Wayne. We got a timeout on the ice. No score between the Komets and Wranglers. We will be back after this. You're watching My Komets on MyTV.
See, he was fighting the puck a little bit.
TV, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. We'll be right back.
My Komets on MyTV.
A proud representative of West Bend Mutual Insurance Company and a proud Komets supporter, let Matt Gregory and Gregory Associates assist you with your insurance needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, or business insurance, since 1933, a family business taking care of families and business.
We can all picture a dream job. Challenging, rewarding, a job that can make life better for you and your family. So how can you make such a job a reality? How can you become a qualified king?
And now, back to My Komets Hockey on My TV Fort Wayne, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine.
A couple of minutes late. Our apologies as the second period is underway. We've had 2 minutes go by, but good news is nothing happened. No score still, Wranglers still up 1-0. No score yet in the second period by either team. Taking a look at the first period. Of course, it was Vegas getting on the board with a power play goal coming from Jeff May, Charlie Cook, and Matt Tassoni, both getting the assist on that particular power play goal. Komets need to be a little bit more disciplined as they had 3 penalties in that first period, 2 of them coming from Mickey Lang. The first one, of course, was the Kaylee Schrock fighting major that he and Alexander Mentink both took just 3 seconds into the game. Kays are out shooting the Wranglers, and another shot sent in on Fullerton there, deflected into the corner on the save attempt. Out shooting the Wranglers 18-11, but they're down where it counts, 1-0 on the scoreboard. Brandon Marino giving chase. Puck flipped up in the air, came down right in front of Joel Sethwhite. He's very offensive-minded defenseman. Lang trying to split 2 defenders. Fullerton reaches out and covers up. We have a whistle.
The Wranglers and Hero Stage Lines would like to thank all the fans that helped stop the bus in honor of Free Square Food Time. Thank you.
1-0 here from the Orleans Arena. Opening moments of the second period. Tristan King loses the face-off. Komets scramble, trying to get possession. Here's King bringing it into the zone. Slams on the brakes, cross-ice feed to Hartman. He sends a shot wide of the goal. Rolling puck finally settled in. Furman walking in. One-timer doesn't find the net, goes just left. Here's Gates. Back to Furman. Furman, the wraparound. Fullerton gets down and makes the save. Hartman keeps it in. Here's Gates. Down low to King. Good shift here by the Komets. King in front to Furman. Loose puck in front, finally taken away. That is Colburn coming away with it. He sends it in deep into the Komet zone. Kays win that battle back in the corner. Here's Kaylee Schrock. He's unable to catch up to it. Both teams turning it over a couple times in the neutral zone as we go back and forth. 15:44 here in the second period. 1-0 Las Vegas. Here come the Wranglers. Del Grosso driving to the net. Unable to get a shot off. Some extracurriculars in front of the net. Crowd wanted a penalty. Nothing comes. John Dunbar trying to make something happen, but the Wranglers clear. You're watching a live scoreboard feed from here in the Orleans Arena. Tommy Schegler on the call. Bringing you Komet hockey from the road here on My TV Fort Wayne. Is the same feed that the nice crowd here at the Orleans Arena is seeing when they look up at the Jumbotron. So that explains some of the graphics that you might see pop up on your screen from time to time, but it was our strong feeling at 21 Alive and My TV, along with the strong feeling of some of our great sponsors, including our title sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine, that the community definitely wanted more Comet hockey, and this was how we're able to bring it to you. Mike Vaskivuo, a big shot that goes high and wide of Travis Fullerton. Komets were feeling good about their effort last night. Haven't come out as intense tonight. First period had a couple of good waves early, but don't seem to be moving their feet as well right now. Maybe they just need something to spark them. Hopefully it's a goal. Deflected shot in front. Fullerton gets down low and is able to make the save. That was a nice shot sent in by the captain, Nick Tuzzolino. Been a little quiet to start the year, but the clear leader on the team has spent a couple days in the slot. Shot on the way and in! Brandon Marino ties this game at 1 apiece. Marino's third goal of the year as he gets it right past Travis Fullerton. Mike Vaskivuo picking up the assist on that. And speaking of assists, a proud representative of West Bend Mutual Insurance Company and a proud Comet supporter, let Matt Gregory and Gregory Associates assist you with your insurance needs, whether it be home and auto, life, business insurance. Since 1933, a family business taking care of families and business. This game is all tied up on the Brandon Marino goal. A pretty one in front. He's set up in the slot and was able to get it by Travis Fullerton, and maybe that's that spark as the puck goes up into the netting. The whistle comes.
It's now time for the Great Clips Hair Cam.
And we have a timeout on the ice. We're going to take it with them. You're watching My Komets on My TV.
Graphics output on My TV Fort Wayne. Presented by Parkview Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Orleans Arena. Komets have just tied this game. Makarov just got nailed into one of the posts. And we're going to have a hooking call on the Komets. Not sure who is the guilty party just yet. Perhaps Jeremy Gates is on his way into the sin bin here in Sin City. And that is right. As take a look at the replay, Makarov set up shot. You'll watch as he gets nailed right in to the pipes. Appears to be fine, but either way, it's going to be a penalty. You see Gates there in the penalty box. So power play for the Wranglers. Early on in the season, first couple games, Komets had a hard time keeping leads after scoring big goals, either to tie or to go ahead. They would quickly give it up. So you would hate to see that happen here after Marino just tied this thing up. Let's see how the penalty kill can do. Charging into the zone to Sony. Can they keep it in? They do. Coburn to the right point. Big slap shot thought about. Instead, it's here to the near side. Francis can't handle. Makarov makes a save there on the shot from the point. Now they fight for it in the corner. Power play halfway over. Del Grosso, his shot deflected, and it just goes up over the glass. We'll have a face-off. I want to remind everybody this Monday going to be a special treat on Sound Off with the Komets. Going down to Champion Sports Bar in the Courtyard by Marriott. We are going to be on our way back from Vegas still, so Ken Horman will be filling in for me as the host, and he will be joined by Komets goalie, former Komets goalie Nick Boucher. Just had his number retired. Bouche will be in the house. Sign autographs, talk to you as the Wranglers win at face-off. Big shot from the point. Puck loose, rebound. No one is home, and the Komets clear. But Nick Boucher, Ken Horman, 7:30, Courtyard by Marriott on Monday. Somebody in the live audience will win a autographed Steve Fletcher bobblehead and 4 tickets to an upcoming Komets game. So go on out and watch in person. Makarov to save. Del Grosso walking down the near side here to the dots. Let's try a centering feed, deflected away and cleared. 19 seconds left on the power play for Vegas. 11 minutes left in the second period as K's roll a change. Makarov plays it with his stick. And Kaylee Schrock is able to grab it out of the air and then play it up the near side. Here's that aggressiveness that Gary Graham likes on the penalty kill. And the Komets successfully kill off the penalty. Now they have to make sure they stop this wave, which they do. Tristan King turns around and counters the other way. Had a man working with them, but taken away at the blue line. Now back the other way, Brian Nugent. Nugent dumps it into the corner. Quick little attempt to swing it in front is blocked out, and now Schrock tried to get it into the zone. It's taken away from him. Got a tie game right now as Fullerton covers up. And remember, everybody, tonight, of course, we got this Comet game. It's going to be a little bit of a break for us here on MyTV. Next broadcast of a Comets road game is going to be on November 24th when the K's head to Evansville. 6 p.m. is the start time, Fort Wayne time. Don't miss the Komets on MyTV Fort Wayne throughout the course of the season. Brought to you all season long by Parkview Sports Medicine. Shots on goal, 22-14 right now. Komets still in the lead in that category as they've been throughout the course of the night. And a penalty drawn. That is Mickey Lang that just went into the box. Missed that penalty. My apologies. It was a hooking call on Lang. And that's right, everyone. It's Lang's third penalty of the night. So another power play for the Wranglers. To Sony walking in. Good poke check by Danny Pepin. Loose puck in front. Wranglers get it from low to high. Jeff May works it back down into the quarter. Francis. Irwin giving chase. And puck deflected up into the crowd on the far side. Minute 25 left on the power play. 9:15 in the second period. Tommy Schegler live from Las Vegas. I drew the tough assignment coming to Vegas for the weekend. We've had a good time, as is the crowd here in the Orleans Arena. A good crowd and a number of K's fans scattered about. All right, face-off here in the Komet zone, and that one is won, but the Komets are unable to clear it. Traffic in front of Makarov as Cook has set up shop. Gates gets him out of there. Francis now. Francis looking, tried backdoor to Sony. He's unable to get a shot off, but here's May. Francis sends it in front. Blocked away into the corner. K's unable to clear. Another shot sent in and just barely gets over the glass. That'll draw another face-off. 52 seconds left in the power play for the Wranglers. All right, let's see how we do here. Scott Fleming stepping in. And he will go up against the captain for the Wranglers, Pekovic. Fighting for it. Pekovic got the better of that one. Gloves it. Saves it as Colburn. Now he feeds it down low. Traffic in front of Makarov. Del Grosso sends it in front. Loose puck. And clearing it successfully is Rob Quitt. 20 seconds left on the power play. Komets trying to kill off another penalty. The third penalty of the game for Mickey Lang. They tied it in this period on a Brandon Marino goal. And that is the end of the power play. And quickly comes another penalty. And that one is going to be a tripping call as the captain, Nick Tuzzolino, drew that one. And headed into the box is Jeff Pekovic for the Wranglers. So the Komets will have a chance to get on the power play. 7:45 left to go in the first period, or excuse me, the second period. All knotted up at 1 apiece. This is one of the things that Gary Graham talked about before the game. Face-offs during power plays in the opposition zone, and once again the K's come up short as face-offs continue to be a struggle for this team early on. Here's Tuzzolino running the rush. Off to Vaskivuo. Vaskivuo successfully brings it into the zone. Tuzzolino, deflected shot in front, goes just wide. Here's Vaskivuo. Cross ice to Coyle. Traffic in front, that's what Gary Graham said he wanted. Flashing in front momentarily was Brandon Marino. He comes and handles it in the near side corner, now has it on the near side boards. Cross ice. Coyle lets one fly and deflected up and out of play. I want to remind everybody this coming Friday, November 8th, the Komets hosting Wheeling at 8 o'clock. It's Fifth Third Bank Military Salute Night as part of the Veterans Day weekend celebration. All active and retired military personnel going to be recognized. Veterans will receive a free game ticket when they show their service ID at the Coliseum ticket office. So get on out and support the K's and our military Friday night, 8 o'clock against Wheeling. Power play continues. It is a Rock Bottom Inc. power play for the K's. And here's Scott Fleming. Fleming looked to center it to John Dunbar, who's been very quiet tonight. Wranglers clear all the way down to the other end. Still 47 seconds left on the power play. Here's Fleming. Fleming's got some room through the neutral zone. Driving down and a rebound after the save by Fullerton, but nobody there to put it in. Quick shot goes wide right. Now they fight for it. Zidlowski over to Dunbar. Dunbar as they try to cycle it behind the net. Pinching down is Auger. And the K's keep it in. Dunbar loses it on the near side wall, and the Wranglers are able to clear. 10 seconds left in this Rock Bottom Inc. power play. To learn more about Rock Bottom Inc., just go to rockbottominc.com or give them a call, 748-0636. Makarov, a big save in front as the power play came to an end for the Komets. That was Cody Purvis driving in on the net. A little 2-on-1 action for the Wranglers, and Makarov stands the test. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the second period. We are still all tied up at 1 apiece. And Hartman had funny bounce off of the glass as he tried to clear. Able to get it back, and now they get it out of there. No one home for the pass in the neutral zone. Gates able to bring it in. Now up top to Hartman, who sends it in. Loose puck in front. Wranglers get it out of there. Hartman will dump it back in, and the Komets will get a change. The Vaskivuo line is out there again. Brandon Marino, Mickey Lang. Tuzzolino working on Mentink. He is the speedster. Loose puck in front. Lang comes away with it. Possible 3-on-2. Marino and Vaskivuo working with him. This is Vask. Shot on goal, deflected in front. Chase Coyle, wide open shot that's deflected off the glass behind. Couple of nice opportunities, and here is Vaskivuo. To Tuzzolino, lets one fly. Loose puck in front. Tuzzolino back in front, goes wide right. Good shift here for the Komets. Now they cycle it around. Marino looking for somebody in front. And as it goes out in front, no one is home, and it goes all the way down to the other end. Makarov plays it. Marino tips it at center ice. But the Wranglers gain possession. Jace Coyle changes that quickly. Here come the K's back the other way. That's going to go all the way down to the other end, and it's going to be an icing. That will bring up a timeout on the ice. We will take it with them. You're watching My Komets on My TV.
And now, back to My Komets Hockey on My TV Fort Wayne. Presented by Parkview Sports Medicine.
The contingent of Komet fans trying to get a Let's Go Komet chant going here in the Orleans Arena with just over 3 minutes remaining in the second period in what is a tie game right now between the K's and Wranglers, one apiece. Rob Quitt handles it in front, gets it out to John Dunbar. Dunbar takes it into the zone, leaves it for Fleming. Fleming and Dunbar battling in the corner. They win that battle, and Danny Pepin can't handle it. This could be trouble if Pepin can't win that race, but he does. And Tassoni, though, the Wranglers have to get back on side, and they then dump it in. Makarov handles it. Wranglers get a change. Here comes Rob Quitt. And taken down on the blue line was John Dunbar. And we got a quick whistle. And that is going to be a penalty. It comes on Jeff May for taking down Dunbar for interference, 2 minutes. So it will be another Rock Bottom Inc. power play for the Komets. Rock Bottom is the answer for customers who consider the environmental and economic benefits of working with a local remanufactured ink cartridge retailer. Learn more, go to rockbottominc.com or give them a call, 260-748-0636. Let's see if they can get something going, the K's, on this power play. In front, and a shot is saved momentarily by Fullerton. Fat rebound was just laying there, and nobody could knock it home. Cross-ice feed, Coyle. K's working it from low to high. Back down low, Vaskivuo on the near side boards. Walking in. Nice little pass, centering feed, and deflected away. And Pokovich is able to clear it for the Wranglers. Still a minute 25 left on the power play, which is going to take up about the rest of the second period. It's about a 23-second differential between the power play clock and the actual game clock for the second period. Centering feed in front, Marino. He can't get a shot off. Here's Lang. Lang quickly into the zone. Lang is knocked pretty hard in the corner. That was Coburn. Fullerton covers up. We're going to have a face-off. Another key here. Power play face-offs. Let's see if Fleming can win one. He's up against Jeff Irwin. And that one is eventually gained by the K's. So they win that one. Vaskivuo behind the net. Del Grosso getting down, trying to block any potential passing lanes in front. Dunbar has a problem in the corner. Dunbar has been very quiet tonight, as has that line. Not a ton of great chances coming from the Fleming line tonight. They were great last night, though. Fleming got a goal and an assist. Chris Auger picked up his second goal of the year. They're out there right now with Zidlowski and Quit trying to pull the triggers. In front, loose puck. And no shot has ever sent it. Eventually slides just wide of the net. Traffic in front again, and Zidlowski is taken down. And we got a whistle as we will get a face-off. 18 seconds remain in the period. Kay's unable to cash in as the Wranglers are now back to full strength. Coming up during the second intermission, we will have a look at the second period. Take a look at the scoreboard in the ECHL. Final 10 seconds as it looks like we will head to the third. This thing will be decided in the final 20. As we are all knotted up as the horn sounds, one apiece, but the K's do get a goal from Brandon Marino to tie this game up at one apiece as we head to the second intermission. Andrei Makarov, in his second game of his career for the Komets, has been solid once again. 20 saves on 21 shots. The K's lead the shots on goal category by 7, 28-21. We're going to take our first break of the second intermission. We will be back to break it down a little bit more after this break. You're watching My Komets on My TV. And welcome back here to the Orleans Arena. Face-off just went down to start the third period. Tie score between the Komets and Wranglers. Icing going to be called on the Wranglers. We'll come back down to the other side, but this thing will be decided in the final 20 minutes. It will be so big for the Komets to get another win. You could just see the spirits last night of everybody just picked up just, a little bit. You get the feeling that all this roster really needs is a little bit of confidence, and they could really get something going. Coburn behind his own net, playing it over to Cook. Wranglers can't clear. Forecheck working exactly the right way right there, and a great shot that goes wide for Dunbar. And we got another icing. Man, that was the Komets forecheck exactly the way that it's supposed to work. And Dunbar was coming down that slot, but it sailed wide. All right, here is Brandon Marino, gives it back to Tuzzolino. Marino has it taken away as he comes into the zone. Big shot by Irwin, sent around the boards. Fighting for it in the corner. This is Del Grosso. In front, traffic in front, and Makarov swipes it out of the air with the glove. Couple of extra shoves in front. Face-off down in the Komets zone. Got to win these in the third period. Third period especially is where the face-offs have been lacking, according to Gary Graham, and his frustration has been at its peak. Got to win more face-offs. Cays did win that one. It doesn't allow the other team to set up their set plays, and it's something that the Komets have struggled with early. Bouncing puck gets over the stick of May, and Fleming knocks him off the puck. Now Dunbar. And offsides for the Cays. We'll have another face-off out in the neutral zone. 18 minutes left to go in the game. We're all knotted up. One apiece. Cays leading in shots on goal, 28-23, as they have been throughout the entire game. Fighting for it on the boards. Tristan King. Komets keep it in. Shot by Gates is deflected. Hartman can't keep it in. Treats back to the neutral zone. Here's King. King has it poke checked away. Kaylee Schrock didn't see it. Wasn't able to keep it in. There's Pakovich looking for somebody in front to flash. Taken away. Cook reaches up. Actually, Chase Coyle reaches up and gets that out of the zone. His glove. Komets make a change. Here's the captain. Quick shot in front. Another shot in front. Fight for it. Makarov stands up and makes both saves. Wow. That was a great flurry by the Wranglers. And we got a penalty here on the near side. And the refs are talking it over. I think they're trying to decide. It's going to be a hook, and it's going to be Brandon Marino, and it's going to be a power play for the Wranglers. Well, Andre Makarov doing a great job there, making a couple of point-blank saves in front of his net. All right, so power play for the Wranglers. This is going to be key. Cody Francis' shot is deflected up and out of play. Tommy Schegler with you here. 16:32 left to go in the third. Still all tied up. The Wranglers, though, have a power play for the next minute and 45 seconds. Here comes Irwin. He dumps it in. Gates fights to clear. Unable to do so. May on the left point. Comes up top with it. Sends it in front. Deflection, and Makarov was beat on that one, but it goes just wide right. May already has a goal in this game, and that is an offside. May was unable to keep it in. Crowd here at the Orleans Arena doesn't like it. Seemed like a great call to me. Minute 14 left in the power play for the Wranglers. I want to remind everybody, for more than 6 decades, Gregory Associates has been Fort Wayne's insurance leader. Whether it's auto, home, or any combination you might require, Gregory Associates is the clear choice to meet all your protection needs. Let Matt Gregory assist you in obtaining the best rates possible. Give him a call, 432-3695. Power play is continuing for the Wranglers. Coming in and squeezing on the save is Makarov. Chris Francis was barreling into the zone, had a nice little wrister.
Scheduled to appear tonight on Chat Milling and Jeff Bogwitch. That's the post-game autograph booth immediately following tonight's game in the box office lobby.
Big shot up top, and it's smothered before it reaches Makarov. 45 left on the power play. Fullerton plays it off the glass, and here comes the breakout. Francis into the zone. Driving left side, back around. Trying to find somebody in front. Goes right through the slot, nobody home. Francis firing a shot that goes over the bar. 15 minutes left to go in the game. 20 seconds left in the power play as both teams get a line change. This will be the last wave of the power play for the Wranglers. Kaylee Schrock, Mickey Lang out there. Jeremy Gates playing it in the corner. Gator swiping at it. And that one deflects up and out of play over the glass. And that will bring it in to the power play for the Wranglers. Komets successfully kill that off. That is a big one for the K's. See if they can feed off of that. Jace Coyle, Tuzzolino come out. Top defensive pair for the K's. And there is a face-off win for Mike Vaskivuo in his own zone. But then the K's lose it in the corner. Coyle unable to handle it. Now the K's are scrambling as sending it in wide. Still loose in front. Still loose in front. Makarov sprawling around. Koyevich still loose in front. And Marino finally is able to get it and clear it. As now the Komets counter. In front, Marino tipped in. Oh, no, not tipped in, but there's Lang on the doorstep and up high into the corner. As that was a great save by Travis Fullerton. Shot in front, still loose in front. Lang backhand, no. Big hit there at the blue line by Bukovic on Brandon Marino. 13:30 left to go in the game. That was a good shift for the K's, and the Mike Vaskivuo, Mickey Lang, and Brandon Marino line made some things happen. Marino had that tip shot right in front that sails just wide. Fooled me for a second. I thought that was in, but then Lang had a couple great chances on the doorstep as well. Turnover here, but the K's are able to re-corral. Swiping it out of the air was Robbie Smith. Another big hit here in the corner put on by Purvis on Zidlowski. This is Purvis. Purvis got a 2-on-2, driving at the net. He's got a man in the middle, but shot deflected by Danny Pepin. Here come the K's. Lincoln Kaylee Schrock leading the rush. Schrock trying to work around a defender. Gets it down into the corner. Wranglers clear. Sense a little bit of desperation for both teams, or at least urgency, as Zidlowski knocks Irwin to the ground from behind. Oh, and here's Auger. He's got a one-on-one. What can Chris Auger do? He's got Fleming. Big wrister. And glove save for Fullerton, who has been solid tonight. He has saved 29 out of the 30 shots that he's seen. And the Wranglers are starting to close the gap in shots on goal. 30-27 now. We're all tied up here in Vegas. We got to take a break. You're watching My Komets on My TV.
Back to My Komets Hockey on My TV Fort Wayne, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine.
Welcome back here to the Orleans Arena. Live action going on as Chris Auger centers. Work it in front, shot deflected up and behind the goal from John Dunbar. Kays keep it in. Hartman cycles it around behind. Dunbar now here in the near side. Up top. Gates shots deflected into the far corner. Kays keep it deep though. Auger up to the blue line. And shot in front, rebound, and covering up is Fullerton.
The 11th world-famous midnight game is back Monday, December 16th at 11:59 p.m. featuring the Bell Electric Strings. Tickets are on sale now at the Orleans Arena Bus.
11:35 left to go in a tie game. Face off here. And Komets really rushed the net off of that face off, but they were unable to handle it cleanly. Here's Marino. To Lang. Tuzzolino. Dumps it deep. Vaskivuo tries to intercept. Lang in front, one-timer missed by Marino. He sends it back in from the corner. In front, and no one home. Here come the Wranglers. Possible odd man rush, but the Kays actually recover very quickly as Marino gets down. Traffic in front for Del Grosso. He sends it back into the corner. Working down in the corner. Finucci, though, is not able to hold on to it. Wranglers get it back in the neutral zone. All right, here is Tristan King bringing it into the zone. Sending it in front. It went right through the crease. Backhand shot deflected up into the nets.
Skate with the Wranglers. That's right, after tomorrow's game, all fans will have the chance to skate on the ice with the Wranglers, courtesy of the Children's Hospital of Nevada at UMC. If you don't have your pet skates, you can borrow them.
I want to remind everybody this coming Friday, November 8th, the Komets host Wheeling, 8 p.m. start time. It's Fifth Third Bank Military Salute Night as part of Veterans Day weekend celebration. All active and retired military personnel going to be recognized. Veterans will get free tickets to the game when they show their service ID at the Coliseum ticket office. Kay's also asking anyone in attendance, any veterans in attendance on November 8th, wear their uniform or armed forces hat. So go on out and support the Kays and our military this Friday night in the Coliseum, 8 o'clock against Wheeling. Here's John Dunbar. Nice move in the corner. Fleming, cross site. Gates has some traffic in front, sends one wide. Fight for it. Dunbar up top. Gates one-timer fanned on it. Still loose in the slot. Gates comes down and saves it from going out. Fight for it in the corner. Dunbar in the slot. Makes a move and loses the handle, and it's flipped up and out. Couple nice chances for the Komets there with 9 minutes to go. Both teams get a change. Here's Vaskivuo. Lost the handle a bit, but Marino recorrals it. A shot in on Fullerton. Rebound in front. No one home, but Marino's still there, and the puck's still loose, but finally cleared by the Wranglers, and we got a whistle.
Fans, don't forget to tune in to the Wrangler Roundup with Tim Lumsby every Sunday night from 10 to 10:30 p.m. on Sports 920.
And we got a face-off down here. That's going to be an icing. Mike Vaskivuo steps in against the captain for the Wranglers, Jeff Palkovich. Coyle saves it from going out. And offsides as the Wranglers stepped into the zone. No broadcast of tomorrow's game, the final game between these two teams this weekend, final of 3, but definitely look for reports on 21 Alive. Game is early tomorrow, 2 o'clock here, 5 o'clock Fort Wayne time, so tomorrow night at 11, tune in to 21 Alive. We will have a report from the game, and then on Monday we'll have a wrap-up of the weekend at 6 o'clock on 21 Alive. Then there'll be additional footage that you can see on Sound Off with the Komets Monday night at 7:30 on 21. Here are the Wranglers working from behind. Wraparound attempt saved by Makarov. Centering feed deflected by King. Here is King. King, one-on-one. Got a man driving to the net, lost his edge, and fell down. He's hearing it from the crowd as he falls again. Finucci brings it into the zone, sends one in, deflected in front. Never got to Makarov as it was knocked down. Here's Fleming. Fleming sends one in on Fullerton. Save made, deflected into the corner. Gates keeps it in. Shot in front. Knocked down before it reached the netminder. This is Jeremy Gates. Komets retreat, take a second to set up shop, but now here they come. John Dunbar taken down behind the play. Who is going to be the one that makes the play? Who is going to step up in this tie game and make the play in the closing minutes? Puck hops up and over the blade of Jeff May, and that allows the Komets to counter the other way. Fullerton covering up.
Fans, it's now time for the Save the Game.
Got a timeout on the ice. We remain knotted up at 1 apiece. We will be back after this. You're watching My Komets on My TV.
Komets Hockey on My TV Fort Wayne. Presented by Parkview Sports Medicine.
It's now time for the Dr. Reese hit of the game.
Welcome back here to the Orleans Arena. Some physical play going on here down the stretch. Neither team wants to give this one up. The Wranglers very desperate as they have dropped 5 in a row after winning their first 2 games of the season. So they need to win badly. Komets lose another face-off, but keeping it in the zone and missing it, John Dunbar. He had an opportunity there if he could have gloved it down. Here's Fleming, though. Into the slot. Off to Auger. Auger's shot is knocked down. Working on it in the corner. Del Grosso comes away with it. He gets it to the center of the ice to Finucci. Finucci has his shot go off of Tuzzolino. Back around. Here's Tuzzy in the corner. Getting it up the boards. And here's Fleming. He's got a 1-on-3. Goes around a defender. Slipped Charlie Cook at the blue line. And Tristan King, Sean Zidlowski, Kaylee Schrockline back in there as the Komets get a change. And here come the Wranglers, working it through the neutral zone. Nice set play. Jeremy Gates tries to steal it away. Puck is loose. Hayes fight for it on the corner. Nice check by Zidlowski. Finucci. Coburn sends one in and scores! The Las Vegas Wranglers have taken a 2-1 lead, and take another look as this one almost looked like a replay of the goal scored in the first period by Jeff May. An upper 90 goal that gets in just under the crossbar on Andrei Makarov. Well, the Komets showed in the opener of the season that they can come back in the waning moments of a game and get a win. Robbie Smith along with Cody Purvis given the assist. On the goal there, Greg Colburn just launched one right at Makarov. Flipped up and out of play, as you would assume, with under 5 minutes to go now. The Wranglers will go into a defensive mindset. Brandon Marino always attacking. Tries to get around deflector. Defended in front well and deflected into the corner. Rob Irwin up the near side and just leaves it in the corner. And he loses his edge, falls to the ground, and back come the Komets the other way. Here's Mickey Lang. Lang sends one in. Big rebound out in front. Nobody home. Vaskivuo chips it into the corner. Pezzolino knocks it down.
It's now time for tonight's play of the game, brought to you by Mark Resolution Realty.
Under 4 minutes left in this game. So you see the game-tying goal once again there by Greg Coburn. And that was a really tough one for Makarov to handle. He's been so good. But both the goals that he gave up tonight, very similar fashion. Not as much traffic in front of that second goal as we had on the first one. But either way, ooh, turnover. Fleming in front, walking in and poked away by May. Gates keeps it in. Gates sends one wide of the net. And the Wranglers clear. 3:04 left to go now. Here's Fleming. Auger back to Fleming on the give and go. Behind the net. Nobody there to cut it off. And Gator does a good job of swiping it back down into the corner. Here's Dunbar. And knocked down from behind. Charlie Cook takes Fleming to the ground, and Cook then takes it into the neutral zone, and the Wranglers dump it. Kaylee Schrock chips it along the boards, back behind. Now the Komets have it. Looking to go. Schrock takes it over the blue line. Leaves it for Zidlowski. Zidlowski, a nice shot in front off the side of the goal. Zidlowski still has it. Looks for a centering feed. One-timer on the way. In front. Rebound. No! Zidlowski back up to the point. Quit. Sends another one in, and it deflects up off of Cody Purvis and into the net. But some nice opportunities by the Komets as we are now under 2 minutes to go. Some desperation put in. And just under 5,000 in attendance, and the official attendance number kind of surprises me because I definitely felt like this is a bigger crowd than what they had last night. Last night's attendance, 5,100. But either way, both nights, very good showing from the Las Vegas fans. And as I've said throughout, also a great showing considering the distance by the Komet fans who have come out here. Hopefully they can see a comeback win. Makarov has to hold on to it. Want to remind everybody our title sponsor of the Komets here on MyTV is Parkview Sports Medicine. Parkview Sports Medicine offers a continuum of care approach for athletes, providing training, treatment, and education for sports enthusiasts at all levels, whether you're just starting out or whether you're a longtime athlete that just wants to tune up their game. Parkview Sports Medicine, our great title sponsor of the Komets here on MyTV. Got an icing on the other end, 1:26 to go, and Gary Graham will look to pull Andre Makarov, who skates all the way out to the blue line, but now he's retreating back into the crease as Gary has called his timeout, drawing something up here. Komets have fought hard. They've had the advantage in shots throughout the entire game, but a couple of big blasts from the point were able to give the Wranglers the lead here. Hope you've enjoyed our two games from Las Vegas. We've enjoyed bringing them to you. Let's hope we can make it 2 for 2, as this face-off coming up is going to be a very key moment in this game. 1:26 left to go. Makarov is on the bench. Out on the ice, Scott Fleming, along with Mickey Lang. Coming out there right now, Brandon Marino, Chris Auger already out there, Rob Quitt, and Nick Tuzzolino. Extra attacker for the K's. And face-off, battled for and won. Tuzzolino from the point, sends it in. It goes off his own man. That was Marino in front. Komets centering, no one home. Trying to keep it in, and Marino does so, sending it down into the corner. Here is Lang. Almost the 1 minute mark. His centering feed is deflected away, and the Wranglers clear. Rob Quitt gives chase, and we will have an icing. Another important face-off coming up with 1:03 to go. Komets have got to win these, keep it in the zone, take advantage of having that extra attacker out. This really the same situation as what Gary was talking to us before the game about, a power play face-off. Same basic thing. And that one is won. Here's Quitt. Quitt sends it down the wall. Marino helps it continue around. Auger battled with Cook. Fleming and Tuzzolino kind of get tangled up a little bit, and the Wranglers, as a result, are able to clear. Under 1 minute to go. Oh, and a turnover, and Pakovic almost had a chance for an empty netter, and that would have sealed this thing up. Under 30 seconds to go. This will probably be the last chance for the Komets. Tuzzolino sends it in. Fullerton plays it behind the net. Auger back to Fleming. No one home on the other side. Tuzzolino fights to keep it in. 10 seconds to go. Here's Auger. Auger in front. Auger still with it behind. Poke checked away by Del Grosso. 3 seconds left, and this game is going to come to an end. The Komets fall by a final of 2-1. Never able to get off a clean look with the extra attacker out there, and frustration being shown by a couple of K's as they walk off the ice. Rightfully so, as they let one get away from them here in Vegas, falling 2-1. We will take a break. When we come back, we will wrap the broadcast up here from the Orleans Arena. You're watching My Komets on MyTV.
Presented by Parkview Sports Medicine and airing exclusively on MyTV Fort Wayne.
Graphics Output is a